Yo, what's going on, people? Welcome back. Sorry for the absence, it's been a minute. What's up, Strangleheart, Amber Heard, Ascending Bull? Welcome, guys. Let's go. Got some things to talk about today, guys. We got some things to talk about, guys. Listen, if you're not paying attention to this stuff, I mean, then why does anything else even really matter? You know, we got some things to talk about. I'm not so much concerned about April 8th as I am just intrigued with all the things happening at once on that day. You know, we got a lot of things going on that day. I just want to touch base on that in this stream as well. We'll take a look at a couple of these articles I found interesting. This was actually today. So CERN actually just released this article today. So we're gonna talk about that. Again, welcome, guys. Thanks for joining us. Don't forget to pump that like button one time for the one time, and I'll be right with you. All right, let's go. Turn the tunes down just a little bit. What's going on, guys? Welcome back. It's beautiful to see you guys, man. How are you guys doing, bro? How are you guys doing out there? I mean, how are you guys holding up? What's going on, man? It's been a while, I know. Again, like I said, it's good to see you guys, man. Bitcoin right now, $70,738 here. And, you know, we do have some major events coming up, and we're going to talk about some of those things coming up. So the first off being Fed Chair Powell's speech coming up, and then you got the core PCE price index, but the 29th, so we got that coming up in just a day. That's happening, what, tomorrow? So at 11:30 it says. And you know, that speech, of course, we all know what happens when old Jerome Powell gets up there and spits out a few words. You know, it can really turn north or south quickly. So we'll have to see going forward what's going to happen here, as Bitcoin actually looks to be setting up for a very bullish move, in my opinion. Bitcoin looking like it's ready to run here, as we did break out of this bullish pattern. Beautiful descending channel, bull flag measure move target here. And, you know, we're looking at, I would put a range around $88,000 to $90,000 would be my go-to here. I'll be honest with you. That would be my go-to here as Bitcoin. And I'll give you the reasons why, the main reasons why I believe this. And, you know, it's showing on the daily. Okay, short term, the hourly, I haven't looked at the 4 hour yet, but the hourly, you know, we are, if we're looking at the hourly, we are below some key indicators, right? We're below some key moving averages on the hourly that could be suggesting that we see a little more tick to the downside, although we're trying to hold some support here on the hourly local support, which is beautiful. But you can see we're below some key moving averages. We just had the 9 cross below the I believe that's the LSMA I have there in that blue. Yeah, I've got the LSMA there in blue, and we just crossed below it, the yellow crossed below the blue there. Same thing happened here, and then after that we did come on down. So we'll be waiting to see what happens, but overall, again, on the daily is what I'm looking at. The daily looks very bullish because we're actually above my key moving averages right here, which is just the simple 21 moving average and the LSMA. Okay, and I've got the 200 as well in here, down in purple, and then I've got the 50. I believe I have the 50. Maybe I don't have the 50 in, but I have the 200, the 21, and then I have the LSMA. And the LSMA right here is in blue, and the 21, I believe this is 21 or the 50. It's either the 21 or the 50 here in yellow or orange, and you can see where the price is at. We're just perched up beautifully on top of the LSMA, which in my opinion is telling me that, you know, Bitcoin is gearing up for a nice move here. And so I'm gonna stick with that unless we come down and start to break below about 68,500, 68,005, 68,004. If we start to break below those levels, then I might start reassessing things for the downside narrative. But right now, based on where these moving averages are and how close we are to this local top over here at 73.8, I think it looks good. I could be wrong. Strega Heart's not ready to blow yet. PNG just broke out. Okay. Also, guys, we got Dogecoin. We got to talk about Dogecoin a little bit. You know, I mean, it's nothing new. It's not new news to hear about Elon Musk and X and possible crypto payments on X. That's been well known for quite some time, I believe. But you know, it is some more recent news that they were actually approved in 3 different states. And we have this article from You Today. Dogecoin dev breaks silence on Doge payments in X. And then Dogecoin price doubles amid rumors Elon Musk will add crypto to X. So I had those couple of articles to look at as well. And we're going to jump into that before we go deeper into the price action. Because I do want to talk about it. Bitcoin does look short-term. You know, we're getting a short-term pullback, but daily still looks bullish to me. So will we continue? Even if we get a short-term pullback, will we still continue to go higher here? But before we jump into the charts, I do want to just talk about some of this real quick. Just because, my bad. There we go. That should be a little bit better, maybe. I have nothing to blow. Oh my. Well, that was unexpected. A bit unexpected. So, going forward, let's look at this, man. I'm gonna go ahead and take those off, actually, because it's actually pretty uncomfortable. Actually pretty uncomfortable. So we're gonna go ahead and look at this, man. I just want to bring this up. I know it's not really crypto related, but however, even though it's not crypto related, I still feel like that these events coming up could actually really affect things. I fully believe that these events coming up, I mean, this is a big deal, right? This is a big deal. It's not just, I mean, what is trading, right? Trading is, you know, a lot of it is emotions. It's, you know, retail and traders and emotions. I mean, there are a lot of, you know, there's bots, there's AI trading bots, there's institutions that are making moves in the market too. But a lot of it is retail. A lot of it is just people like you and me. And what's going to affect people like you and me on coming up in April? Well, I mean, I'm, you know, just as much of a conspiracy guy as the next guy, but, you know, am I wrong to assume that when CERN starts up this particle accelerator again on April 8th of all days, on the day of the solar eclipse, the day that all these states are bringing in National Guard, and, you know, everybody's panic mode, telling you to stock up on groceries and gasoline. I mean, isn't it odd that CERN is starting up their particle accelerator on the same exact day? And, oh, not just that, guys. What's going on, Deadwood? Who started this stream without me? My apologies, friend. Welcome back, bro. You know, so I just want to relay this message on this stream because I don't think a lot of other people are going to talk about this. So this was actually put out today. Okay. This was actually put out today on CERN's official website here. And it says, accelerator report, protons or Easter eggs. Let's hope for both. Okay, what are they doing? What is going on? Okay, what is really going on? LHC accelerator on track to restart in April. Okay, this article was on the 25th. Okay, and they've been hard at this for a while now. Slowly at CERN in Geneva, Switzerland, the Large Hadron Collider Particle Accelerator is coming out of its regular hibernation again. Progress can be followed live on CERN's page. I'm going to open this up in a new tab to look at that in a second. Late last week, for the first time since the annual winter shutdown, a first beam of protons briefly went around the accelerator's 27-kilometer circle at full 6.8 TeV energy. The first collisions of proton beams are expected on April 8th. What? Okay. The first collisions of proton beams are expected to happen on April 8th. What are they planning, guys? What is happening? Is it nothing? Is it nothing? I should have added a different poll. So are you bullish on Dogecoin right now? 70% out of these votes said no. Wow, nobody's bullish on Doge right now? I mean, I did pretty well with Dogecoin in the past couple of nights. Nobody's bullish on Dogecoin. Okay, well, I'm going to end this poll. We're going to start a new poll. Okay? Isn't there 7 of those around the world now? I am not sure of that, Deadwood. Have y'all seen the vid of the porthole over CERN AI? Oh, the portal. Well, the conspiracy is that they are actually opening up portals or black holes, right? Or tearing into our fabric of time. You know, I mean, who knows what they're really doing? But the fact that they're trying to do this, they're going to be, they're going to be doing this on the same exact day as a solar eclipse, and not just any solar eclipse, right? There's a lot more going on that day. There's also rumors that NASA is going to be shooting rockets at the solar eclipse. We've got CERN colliding proton beams during a solar eclipse. Like, are they harnessing energy from the solar eclipse? Are they gonna turn the sun into a black hole? I don't know, guys. I don't know, but I know it's all weird. I think it's weird. I think the timing of everything that's going on is weird. I think the fact that we're hearing so much about this solar eclipse is weird. And why I'm telling you this on a crypto channel is because be ready for something big. I'm just saying, prepare yourselves coming into April, because I think something crazy is going to happen. I don't know if it's going to be good or bad, to be honest with you. I couldn't tell you. Really. They said they are in communication with an entity in another dimension. They actually came out publicly and said this. If they did, then the world is we're going down, guys. We're going down, okay? We've lasted too long, and we're going down. Are we going to go down with the ship? Are you going to go down with the ship? I might as well go down with the ship, because I don't know what's going to happen, guys. All I know is I don't know if it's just a big scheme to get us to all go out and consume more, or if there's something really going on, okay? What is this? What is this, bro? What is this? Beam setup, ramp down. Post-mortem information? Oh, post-mortem. That brings up something else, guys. So, my baby mama, my daughter's mom, is set to have a baby on April 8th, too, with her new boyfriend. And they're supposed to be having a baby on the eclipse. And you got CERN over here trying to accelerate proton beams and collide proton beams during a solar eclipse. I mean, you got NASA, apparently, I don't know if it's true, but apparently NASA is going to be shooting rockets at the solar eclipse. So, what exactly is going on here? First, permit change. I fill my boredom with DOGECOINs. Hey, I made some money with a DOGECOIN last night, and it felt really good. I'm not going to lie. I never thought it would feel so good to make money with shitcoins, but it's okay. Also, guys, going forward, we will have some announcements coming up for our project. We're going to have some stuff coming up going forward that I will have to let you guys know about on a first-come basis. As soon as I am informed about steps going forward, I'll make sure and relay those messages to you guys. But this is crazy. So, PM status B1 enabled, PM status B2 enabled. I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure about this. Remember the cybersecurity firm Pelosi bought might be a global collapse of networks, and well, Nancy was the cure a month before. Nancy has the cure a month before. Nancy has the cure. So, actually crazy. This is actually crazy. So, the first collisions of proton beams are expected on April 8th when all test and fine-tuning of the machine are over. Then the large CERN experiments involving colliding protons can resume their measurement program. The LHC will enter its last year in its current version with the April restart. Preparations for this have been going on step by step and test by test since this spring and are even ahead of schedule. The head of CERN's accelerator section, Dutchman Rende Sterenberg, reported in an interim report on the CERN website. At the end of this measurement season, scheduled for November or December, the next so-called long shutdown, the third long shutdown, will begin in November or December. This LS3 will last several years and will be used to build the next version of the accelerator, the high luminosity LHC, that will deliver 10 times more intense proton beams. 10 times more intense proton beams. A number of new facilities for the HLHC have already been built at CERN in recent years. Guys, people don't even know this is happening. You know? People don't even know that this is CERN coin. Oh, Stragerheart's got it. Stragerheart's got it. We're going to have to do it. We're going to have to make a CERN coin. We might have to check CoinMarketCap. There probably already is one. The three major experiments, Atlas, Alice, and LHCb at CERN, and just the names are crazy, in which Nick Heff is involved, report they are now also seeing the beams passing through their detectors. So, after this measurement season, the detectors of the experiments will also be further prepared for the 10 times more intense collisions. Beam setup. This is wild. So, and it's near, like, we're coming up on Easter. We got April Fool's Day coming up, which is technically the beginning of the new year. And we've got a solar eclipse. We got NASA shooting rockets, and you got CERN kicking back up their proton accelerator, particle accelerator. So get ready, guys. It's going to be a wild one. I'm just saying it's going to be a wild one. Okay, now a little bit of less creepy news. We've got DOGECOin payments on X. We've got crypto payments on X coming. Okay, I fully believe this is happening. We've already got license. We got payment license in multiple states, I believe. I had it pulled up somewhere and I lost it. But we do have a prominent developer within the Dogecoin community known by the pseudonym Misha Bor, who has sparked discussions regarding the potential integration of Dogecoin and crypto payments into X. Since Elon Musk's acquisition of the social media platform in October 2022, speculations have swirled around the incorporation of Doge into X's payment system. Despite hints from Musk and other indicators such as X Payments obtaining licenses for money transmitter activities in various U.S. states, the implementation of Dogecoin payments is still pending. Do you believe that we will have Dogecoin payments on X? What do you guys think? Deadwood, what do you think? I'm going to start a poll and I'm going to see what you guys think. So, do you believe... Oh, caps lock is on. Do you believe that we will see Dogecoin payments on X? Yes or no? My vote is in. I believe yes. Let's see what we get going forward, though. Stablecoins will be where regs come to crypto. Notice all chains now have stables. Elon said, expect what's the most outlandish and fun. Hey, I love it. I mean, you know, some people aren't a fan of Elon Musk. I'm typically a fan of Elon Musk. It's hard not to be, even though he's done some weird stuff. Sometimes I wonder if it's not just to kind of like play fun with the critics, you know, that are calling him an alien or a demonic or whatever. You know, maybe he wore that demonic suit that time just to play fun with the critics. I don't know. You know, it's still skeptical. It's up in the air. It's iffy, right? Anybody with that much money, it's hard to believe that they're really on the good of the mankind side, you know. But hey, maybe so. Maybe he's like the Tony Stark or whatever people say. But do y'all think they will do another gateway opening parade while dressed as demons? Okay, so that's where it gets weird, because you're not lying, Deadwood. That actually happened with CERN on their latest, on the last time they did this particle accelerator and kicked it up into high gear. The last time they did that, they actually, it's basically like a ritual ceremony almost. Okay, it's pretty much like a ritual ceremony basically. So now, not only that, but then also tomorrow, guys, we do have Fed Chair Powell. Jerome Powell will have a speech tomorrow. That's gonna definitely, that should definitely, you know, affect the markets in some way. Now, will it be a bullish reaction from Jerome Powell's speech? You know, we will have to wait and see, but you know, it could be bullish. The way the chart is looking on the daily, I'm still somewhat bullish. Again, like I said, Bitcoin will be, in my opinion, will be less bullish once we go, if we start to tick back down below this support right here. Remember, it's about 68,500 is what I'm looking at to hold. We need to hold about 68.5K. If we start getting down here and we break below the LSMA, then things could turn south pretty quickly on that. But, you know, I still think that going forward, you know, we got Jerome Powell's speech. We've got April Fool's Day. Don't forget, we've got April Fool's Day coming up, okay? April Fool's Day. It's a prayer to their God, one could say. Yes, so I do believe that CERN is somewhat, yeah, CERN is definitely somewhat something. They got something going on, right? That's not, not normal. Okay, this stuff is just not normal, guys. It's not normal. What, you know, it's really not normal. Okay. In a recent public statement, Misha Bohr highlighted the ongoing debate surrounding X's payment infrastructure. Referring to Elon Musk's previous remarks, Misha Bohr speculated on the possibility of crypto payments being introduced in subsequent phases of X payments. However, the exact timeline and mechanism of integration remain uncertain, with Misha Bohr suggesting potential collaborations with exchanges or brokerage platforms. This was today, March 28th. I expect it much earlier than that, considering that payment services like PayPal already support crypto in some way, but probably not sooner than next year. It's all speculation though. So we're still speculating this, and DOGECOIN actually has really ran up. You know, we hit 23 or 24 cents, I believe it was, where, I mean, we were way up there. DOGECOIN was. Yeah. Well, we hit 22 cents. Okay, so we just, and see what I mean? This is why I'm somewhat bullish with Bitcoin as well. Because look at this. Compare the Bitcoin chart. Remember how Bitcoin right now is perched up above these two moving averages? The orange moving average and the blue moving average? If we go to the Bitcoin chart, look. Look at where Bitcoin is at. These two moving averages have come together here, and the price action is sitting right above the blue and orange moving average. And if we go to Doge, look what happened once Doge bounced off of those two moving averages after they came together like this. After it bounced back up above them and held support on them. Now granted, Bitcoin's price has been kind of trading sideways on top of the moving averages, whereas Doge bounced beautifully off of it. Still, I think that it's likely we could see Bitcoin kind of follow this this price action here. We could see Bitcoin sort of follow Doge here, as it kind of looks set up the same before Doge broke out. And Doge did kind of go on a run, and I think it is related to the news of the X payment system being integrated here soon. We might see potentially Dogecoin payments on X happen sooner than we expect. So, yo, Greenfingers, what's going on, man? We hung 90 sheets, 3 guys, 2 days, and tape and mud sand 4 days. Wow. It sucked more than Joe on a beer. Oh, man. I had me some Michelob last night. Just a couple. But Dogecoin right now, I'm really liking it. I mean, I'm liking the way it's set up. I'm looking at it like I'm waiting to see if Bitcoin is going to follow suit. You know, I'm waiting to see if Bitcoin is going to follow suit here, because if it does, we might have to head over to Fairdesk. We might have to get something going on. If Bitcoin starts to follow suit, we're trying to hold this POC as well. If you haven't yet, check out Fairdesk. I have had decent luck with it. However, you know, I've used many different exchanges, but I've had decent luck. Strike a heart. The Fairdesk giveaway, we still have the one, the second $100 one that should be getting a winner picked anytime. Actually, I'll have to get in touch with my associate to see if we should go ahead and be picking a winner, or if we're going to be waiting. Basically, what it was is we didn't get enough people signing up on the second giveaway to go ahead and run that giveaway, because it was still basically the same signups from the beginning. So we'd have to see. We would have to see. I know. I definitely, bro. Definitely. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Yeah, I've really been struggling to get my schedule down pat here, guys. It's been tough. I'm working on it though. I'm really trying to get some type of schedule set up to where I can stick to. You know, that I can actually really stick to. It's just been very hard to stick to a schedule, but yeah, we're still still working towards it. I'm doing the best I can with my current situation, so we just have to see how it goes, you know, going forward. But still got plans, still got goals, ambitions, and plans, and we're gonna make it happen one way or the other. But for sure, Dogecoin for sure just looks fantastic. I mean, it's just beautiful, honestly. Absolutely beautiful. Beautiful run back up. Blasted through that resistance too. It's absolutely beautiful. I appreciate you, Striggerheart. Green Fingers, boom, sure. We'll look at Book of Meme real quick. Let's take a look at it and see what's up with it. I don't like whenever... Is that full... Is that a full chart? Gosh, look at it. Look at that. Boy, if anybody could have got in on a short right there, I'll tell you what. That would have been beautiful. That would have been risk-free right there. That would have been risk-free trading right there. I mean, my goodness. That's a lot of red candles. That's a big daily red candle. Oh man. Okay. I just wonder if that is that really all the. That's like, is that it? You know, it's really hard to really say on some of these coins like this because of the fact, you know, that it's a lot built around hype and stuff. So it's like it's kind of hard to determine, you know, if um wasn't on futures. Then I figured it wasn't because I know most exchanges didn't list it till way after. But it is hard to kind of, you know, be accurate sometimes because you don't know for sure when with these coins, especially like Book of Meme, like you don't know for sure what the heck it's gonna do, right? But you know, judging by this, I mean, there really is no like bearish divergence going on or anything. There's really nothing going on, but you are in a falling wedge pattern, right? So on the 4-hour time frame, you're in a falling wedge. You've got multiple confirmations there on resistance, and multiple support confirmations there. So I mean, it's a falling wedge. So you could technically put in a measure move for that, and that could kind of give us an idea of what might happen with BOEM. C-swap and trade are going to keep running, I think. I might have to look into those. Deadwood, C-swap, and trade. Okay, and so we can take this measure move over here, put this thing right up, possibly where we might get a breakout if Book of Meme can start to break out, you know, and that's going to kind of give us an idea, potentially where we might go, putting us right up here to test for some resistance near this volume area. You got some decent volume up there around this previous breakdown point. What is that? What is that? 0.017. So potentially, if we did get that breakout, right? If we did get that breakout, you know, we could see this thing potentially run on up and maybe even to come up, you know, and test this area right there. But if we do not break the resistance, right? If we don't break the downtrend, then we might go the opposite direction. I mean, I would want to keep it a little bit conservative since we don't want to be like totally bearish, right? Considering, you know, we are technically, you know, this is the start of a bull run, technically. Even though we did get a slight pullback, you know, Bitcoin did drop, but it bounced beautifully right after. But just to kind of give us an idea, just pure speculation, you know, this would put us right down at these wicks on that previous support. Look at the volume lining up too, so it would fill this little gap in. You know, if we did go to the downside, same thing with the upside mark, it would come up to this volume level, so it would fill this little gap in. But other than that, you know, it's kind of just really a play on whether or not we break support or whether or not we break resistance, and that's kind of where Book of Meme is at. So the downside move, this is on the 4-hour though, so this is not short term. You know, I mean, what's intermediate term time frame? Downside would be what? 0.009? 0.009. Upside would be 0.017. And I mean, honestly, both those targets look, you know, I mean, that range, that would be sort of your trading range, right? 0.023 VRVP node. 0.023 up here. Yeah, we could definitely potentially run higher. I mean, you got here 0.018 and 0.023. Target though, conservative side 0.017, right below 0.018 there, right below this area here. But that would be, you know, conservative, but that would make perfect sense to see the price move that quickly and, you know, to move up there, and that's going to be, you know, potentially from the breakout point, good 32% run. If it ran all the way up to that next area, you know, that would be a potentially 78%. Downside would be about 30% as well. Ah, see. Could be potential. Bull flag. Absolutely. And that would be 0.025 according to this. If I could be 0.025 according to potential breakout point. About 2.5 cents. So that, to me, that setup looks nice. I think I would go with this. In my opinion, I think if it went to the downside, I would be looking for that support somewhere near. Honestly, I'd be looking for it around these candle closes somewhere. And honestly, you would have intermediate support here that could hold the price, keep it from coming all the way down. That's about halfway through the measured move, so it would make sense. Come halfway down, but then not all the way down to the target. We've seen it do that many times before. But same thing with this. This would be the intermediate target there, and then the more longer term target. But it looks like a good setup. And then of course, you know, if it starts to break this support, then you're gonna see it. It would be crazy. I don't see that happening though. Like I said, we are at the start of a bull market, right? Technically speaking, depending on what happens coming up, man, we might, who knows, we might see the whole world collapse on April 8th. We might all get sucked into a black hole on April 8th. Who knows, man? Who really knows at this point? That's what I'm saying. Greenfingers needs to put them trades out there, man. Greenfingers out here killing it. Really though, you want to collab, Greenfingers? No, for real though. You've really been doing a good job. I mean, I was able to see, you know, when you were, of course, when you were trading with Fairdesk, I could see, and you know, I could see you doing well. Plus, you were sharing your screenshots. For sure though. I understand that, man. I totally understand that. The timing is my issue too. Trying to find the time. I don't know how I ever was able to do what I did starting this channel. I don't know what's different, but that was literally like, what, 4 years ago, guys? 3 years ago now that I started this channel, and how I was able to do what I did in the beginning while still working full time and having the kids and stuff and making like 2 videos a day and doing live streams. I honestly don't know at that time. I don't know how I actually kept up, guys. I don't, because I have more time, or I should have more time on my hands now, but I still can't keep up. And I don't know if it has something to do with the perception of time that's going on, that's changing, or if it has something to do with time itself just changing. I don't know, but I look back on that and I'm like, guys, how was I ever keeping up? How was I doing that? I was working full time, working like side jobs too, and still doing crypto full time, investing too, and making content left and right, doing promotional videos left and right. It's called youth blood. Maybe I was more youthful. Maybe I hit a couple years older, and then it's just been done. I had to have had more energy or something going on, because guys, I don't know, maybe I just had more drive, more motivation. I don't know. Maybe the bear market just did me in. I don't know, but I'm trying to get it back. Amber Heard, you know, no comment. I ain't got no comment on that. I ain't got no comment. But you know, it's wild. It's crazy because It's not easy at all. Doing all that is not easy. And how I did it, I don't know. I don't know. I must have been not sleeping. I really must have not been sleeping much at all, guys. I think that was it. I think I just never slept. I was constantly worked, constantly, and I think I burnt myself out. So I apologize, guys, because you know I appreciate all you guys that have stuck by me and believe in me. You know, because I haven't gave up, but boy, I came close. I came close. Yeah, it really got to me. I think I just went too hard. I think I pushed myself too hard to grow this channel too fast, and then we kind of hit a peak and peaked off. You know, we had a bear market ourselves on this channel, I think, and I did, because like I said, I think I pushed myself too hard in the beginning and to try to grow the channel fast as I could, you know, and then I set a mark too high for myself to keep up with, right? I set the bar too high, and it was unsustainable. I couldn't keep it up. There's just no way. Very sad, bro. That's a very sad thing. Stragelheart, stop apologizing. Yes, absolutely. My dog has to take Ritalin for grooming because she's wild. What? They do not give dogs Ritalin. Don't tell me that. You gotta be joking. Do they really? Do they really? That's terrible. That is terrible. That is absolutely terrible. I would never. Well, I mean, I guess they give dogs anti-anxiety pills too, don't they? The vet prescribed it. Well, I mean, I guess. Man, I can't believe Ritalin is still allowed. I was on that in the 90s. They need to get rid of that stuff. Find a direction and set your course, but watch out for those bridges. Oh, Deadwood, is that? Oh, no. Oh, watch out for the bridges. That's right. Lord. Oh, my goodness. Yeah. Need to adapt to what suits you and your lifestyle, otherwise you get burnt out. Exactly, Green Fingers. That's exactly what happened. Exactly what happened. So that's what I'm working towards now. Working towards that now. Working on trying to figure out some kind of schedule that will work well with me, to where I won't get behind on my other, you know, real life activities, real things going on in my life. I've got to balance the YouTube. I got to balance YouTube and crypto with my real life stuff, because I got a lot of real life stuff going on too. Bear market and demonetization definitely did me badly. It destroyed my drive and motivation. It did. But it's spring. Spring is here. Spring is coming in, or technically the beginning of the new year, whatever you guys believe in. You know, it's time to get my head out of my ass, basically. Okay? That's what it's time for. It's time to get my head out of my ass, kick it into high gear, and get this money. Okay? Because the only way I'm ever going to get the channel remonetized for us is if I keep putting out more content to get more watch time hours. We got to have 4,000 hours of watch time to reapply. That's it. Just 4,000 hours of watch time. So if I just push myself and start making videos like I used to do daily updates on like multiple different altcoins. And I did it every single day. There's no excuse anymore. No excuse anymore. I'm about to punch myself in the face on stream. Okay? No excuse anymore. We gotta do this. We gotta freaking do this, man. There's millionaires being made out there, and we should be one of them. What is wrong with us? Bye, George. I'm not even kidding, though. I'm really gonna do it. I'm gonna punch myself in the face. No, I'm not gonna do that. I won't do that. I gotta wait till we're monetized so I can get super chats for punching myself in the face. Exactly. The party began, and down came the man from Google to stop the fun by taking away the funds. What's up? I blame the Google chat moderator and his bullshit. Exactly. It was ever since that. It's like we went just... It's really crazy. It's really crazy, honestly. We had such a really good thing going. But we shall return. Oh, something just changed. What is going on? This is different now. Guys, what is this? Listen, they doing some messed up stuff. I'm just saying. What? Putin's rolling in those millies. I believe it. I believe it. Injection probe beam. Y'all, it's going down. It's going down. Do not look at the chat. I repeat, do not look at the chat. Do not look at the chat. What am I looking at? That's a good question, Green Fingers. So, if you missed it earlier, I was talking about upcoming events that could shake the markets, that could affect people mentally, that could affect people psychologically. And we all know how much psychology plays a role in trading and in the markets and the swings and the ups and downs. So I just pointed that out earlier in the stream. I was talking about it. The fact that we have a bunch of things, different events, all lining up on the same exact day. It's really, really strange. I mean, it's just too coincidental to be a coincidence, you know? It's one of those things. It's like, so we've got the Devil's Comet, which only comes around like so many hundreds of years or whatever, right? Or so 10 years or what, every 10 years or something. I don't know. It's very rare, right? To be able to see the Devil's Comet. Okay, well, we got the Devil's Comet happening the same day as the solar eclipse. Okay. We also have CERN accelerating these particles, okay? And the first collision of proton beams is expected on April 8th, okay? So this is actually progress. That what you see there is progress of CERN's Large Hadron Collider Particle Accelerator. This is the progress. Okay, so beam setup. I guess they're in the injection probe beam stage. I'm not really sure what it means, but you've got CERN. The first expected collision of proton beams is expected on April 8th. Okay, so we got proton beam collisions, solar eclipse, and then we've also got Devil's Comet. And not only that, but it's also the first time, I believe, that we have two separate eclipses happening at the same time, or full solar eclipses happening at the same time. Not only that, but the path of the eclipses put a big X over the United States. I don't know if you guys have seen that, but we've got a lot of weird things taking place coming up in April. It's just really strange. So we'll see. I don't know, Deadwood. You could be onto something there. Who knows, man? At this point, I am open to anything at this point, because it's too weird that they're doing all this. It's all happening during the solar eclipse. And not to mention, guys, we actually just had a lunar eclipse. We just had a lunar eclipse on the 25th, which was right before we had like wind advisories and stuff here where I'm located. So, and CERN has been beaming up their particle accelerator in the past few weeks leading up to April 8th, when the first beam collisions will happen. X marks the spot it will all begin. Well, we're crossed over, and it's really odd that the X, the actual center of the X, it actually overlays perfectly the New Madrid fault line in the Bible Belt. Okay, what are the odds of that? And it's also right near what they call Little Egypt. and then you got Cairo, Illinois, and then you got, you got all these different places. You got Nineveh. I mean, it's just crazy. It's just too coincidental. It's weird. It's weird. It's got me just freaked out, man. I'm like, what's gonna happen? They're trying to tell everybody to stock up on stuff. You've heard about the 3 days of darkness and all this craziness. So, I don't know. It's just something to think about. It's something to think about. Especially if you are actively trading or you got your heads in the markets. You know, it's like, these are all events coming up that could potentially shake people mentally, and therefore could actually shake the markets as well. Nice. Anxious to see what happens. I'm hoping and wishing and waiting here to see if Bitcoin will hold and get a nice bounce in here. But we should see it. I did hit for a few good Dogecoin trades yesterday. I am going to become a copy trader on Fairdesk as well. So, going forward, I'm gonna hopefully be doing more trading on Fairdesk, and you should be able to actually copy my trades once I get it going. This is so weird, though. I don't even know what this means. How does anybody know what this even means? I mean, seriously, fill with pilots. Plan is to squeeze to 30 centimeters. What? Like, what? Link status of beam permits. False. True. False. What? It's just weird. I don't know. I don't know about it, guys. Wow, Dogecoin is at 22 cents again, guys. Oh my goodness. My dumbass. I don't know, we might have topped out at 22 and a half with that wick, and we're below the LSMA. We might get knocked down here, but I don't know. She looking nice though. She looking kind of nice. On Ethereum, absolutely. Let's take a look. Let's see what we're doing. Man, gosh, you just want to say that it looks like it's gonna bounce right here. You know, it's what you'd want to think, but we could be wrong. Let me see what's going on. Okay, so yeah, you did. Broke out of that. That's kind of where I would go with that. I wouldn't worry about those little. Yeah, I mean, on the hourly, look at, you bounced off of the 200 beautifully. So you broke the 200 here, and that sent you on your downtrend, but then you broke above the 200 right here, and then you retraced to back test it and bounced off of the 200 moving average. I think Ethereum should be bullish here. You know, it looks like we're trying to reverse after this retrace on the hourly, right? Look at the 200, how beautifully it indicated, you know, the drop. And then if we back tested here and that holds, then it should go up. It should go up, right? Ethereum should go up. If the back test of the 200 moving average right here holds, it should go up. And not only that, on the hourly, if you zoom in, it looks almost like an inverse head and shoulders trying to play out. Potentially, you had a nice double bottom right here on the hourly. Possibly, you know, possibly inverse head and shoulders. We could come down a little bit more, maybe get a bounce in there. You'd have to break this downtrend as the neckline, and you know, then if we did bounce there and break that downtrend, measured move with that would be around 3,700. And I mean, honestly, it would actually kind of line up with what's going on right here. Because you kind of have all that playing out, you kind of have the uptrend support playing out as well for Ethereum. So if we line that up and you line that resistance up, the measured move of that inverse head and shoulders would line you up at that, what did I say, 3,700? That 3,700 mark would line you up with the resistance. Unfortunately, it looks like you're in, I mean, it looks like you're in a rising wedge, but doesn't mean it's going to break to the downside, right? Short term definitely looks like we should see a bounce. Does not mean it has to break to the downside, right? We could still see it break to the upside. Measured move of that would put ETH at 4,200. However, let's go ahead and measure the downside potential as well, right? That would put us all the way back down close to that previous low down here. Actually, it would line you up perfectly with that wick and previous closes there at 3,150. $4,200 for the upside. Just, you got, you know, your top there, your resistance at 4,000, but that looks good. That actually looks pretty good for ETH, in my opinion. So short term, you know, possible. It doesn't mean this is just speculation on the inverse head and shoulders, right? Doesn't mean that we're actually going to get that breakout, but we could, as it looks to be setting up that way. And you had the double bottom right here, but if we don't, I mean, I still the 200, you know, the 200 looks bullish being above it, bouncing off of it. Double bottom off the 200 on the hourly looks bullish in my opinion, honestly. Guys, I appreciate you. Thanks for hitting that like button as well. So do you believe that we will see Dogecoin payments on X? We had 11 votes so far and we got no. 55% said no. Wow. Y'all do not believe in Dogecoin at all around here. Y'all don't believe in Dogecoin at all. My. Oh my. My. Okay, so ETH, I mean, yeah. Let's go, ETH. Do your thing. Do your thing. And just remember, though, tomorrow, Fed Chair Powell speech tomorrow. Okay? So, is the speech, is he gonna pump the markets? Are we gonna see, you know, a big rise in some of these coins? You know, what's gonna happen? I'm not really sure, because I don't know exactly what all he's going to go over in during his speech, but it's something to think about. And then, you know, we're going to keep up to date on the status here going up into April 8th. We'll keep an update on the status here. But I'm telling you, Dogecoin right now, I mean, it says here the price has already doubled in the last month amid rumors that it could soon be integrated into Elon Musk X platform. So, you know, we're looking at hopefully Dogecoin becoming a payment being available for payments on X in the coming future. So we'll see. Deadwood said, I think payments and marketplace will come to X. I think that would be crazy, you know, to think like you could go on X and trade crypto. Because think about it. Think about how many crypto people are on X. You know, there's so many crypto people on X. It's like there's a whole crypto X, crypto or crypto Twitter, you know. So, I mean, that'd be crazy to think about being able to go and trade or buy and sell crypto on X as well. Um, would you trust it though? You know, would you trust it like you trust these other exchanges? I mean, I guess it's kind of one of them things like you're just going to use it or not, just like Coinbase. You know, a lot of people don't trust Coinbase, but they still use it. Bitcoin ETH BOEM longs. You know, I mean, it does look like to me. Remember how I mentioned earlier as well? I told you about Bitcoin and Doge on the daily and how similar they look. What about ETH? You know, let's look at ETH. Is ETH looking kind of similar here? So with this, you know, with ETH on the daily, ETH did have some bearish divergence play out, but I think it already played out with this big drop, right? So now we're looking at it. It's above the LSMA, but below the 50. I believe this is the 50, either the 50 or the 21. I'm not sure which, 50 or the 21 in orange here. I think it might be the 21. And then this is the 50 down here. So the price is in between the LSMA and the 21 SMA. So if we stay and hold above the LSMA here after this bearish divergence played out, and if we bounced already, ETH did above the LSMA. If it holds above the LSMA, we should be geared up for a move to the upside. Even though we are technically in, you know, a rising wedge, you know, really even on the daily, this is a rising wedge pattern. You know, potential. No, I'm not even going to put this in. I could look at this. We could speculate it, but I don't see that happening. Um, but if it did, it'd be bad. Put us all the way down here to potentially 2,700 if this played out like a possible bear flag on the daily. Okay, but keep in mind we're above the LSMA. Bitcoin itself also on the daily perched above the LSMA, 70,900, pushing 71,000 right now. You know, um, above the 21 and the LSMA. It honestly looks very, very good. So like it. MySpace? Is MySpace making a comeback or something? We'll just have to see how it goes, man. I'm banking on this right here. We'll see how it goes, right? I believe I'm okay. I was down. I'm up just a hair. We'll see how it plays out. I was banking on this move here, and you know we shot up, but then we did get hammered down right here at 71,500. So we'll see how it goes, and I'll let you guys know how it plays out. Um, I might get stopped out with the stop loss at 70,400. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm banking on it to run to about 74,200. We'll see how it goes. An ad for MySpace. Oh my gosh, MySpace is making a comeback. Listen, that's crazy. That's crazy. But guys, that is all I got for right now. That's about all I got. We covered everything I wanted to cover today, but I really do appreciate you guys showing up as always, man. For real, appreciate you guys for showing up, showing out, hitting that like button. Um, we'll see what happens here. I may get wrecked on this. You know, we might end up coming on down. We might break the POC here. I don't really know, but if we do break the POC, then I will get stopped out. So far we're bouncing at the POC, but we'll see. We'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens with it. I appreciate you guys, man. and I will see you in the next one.